Good morning, Simon here, and I haven't plugged in my headphones because I'm a bloody idiot that always forget to plug in my headphones into my microphone so I actually can hear my voice in my headphones as I've talked about before, probably several times. But yeah, it's Saturday today. I didn't get my money yesterday, which I thought I would get, but yeah, they delay the money, so I will be poor for 3 more days at least. But I borrowed 80 dollars from my mother, so I could actually, just have some extra money. Oh shit, I look tired. I don't feel so tired though, but I've been up for um 12 hours, maybe something like that. Less than 12 hours, even. So 10 hours. And that's what I'm gonna talk about is how annoying, like, I kind of got like anxiety for not having money yesterday. This whole money thing has been quite like anxious thing for me. It sucks to realize that I'm so materialistic and this fucking pop filter won't stay. Come on. Come on. Oh, sorry. Fucking shit. Well, hopefully that will do. I will hear if I start doing some puffs, booms. I'm not sure what to call it actually right now. But yeah, like realizing or I'm a really materialistic person, to be honest. I don't need a lot of money because I'm fine with not having a lot of cash, but I need some cash. And that's something I realized probably quite long ago that, you know, like not having a lot of money sucks. My my mother's a widow, so when I was younger, we didn't always have a lot of cash because we only had one source of income. We weren't poor. Like we've always been middle class pretty much, but you know, still when you don't we've been able to like go abroad a lot when I was younger, and that was really nice. That was where most access money were spent, was traveling. So I can't say that we were dirt poor because we could afford to go abroad simply, but yeah, there were other things we didn't spend money on. We never had like brand new cars. We always had old cars, and took a while before we started renovating. But in the end, we started doing that lately before we moved out, or we. It's my mother's choice. It's been her money, so. But it sucks to realize that money is such a huge thing for me. It's been so something I've been thinking about a lot for, I don't know, over a half year, way past over a half a year, because I was so fucking worried about not getting money from CSN, and like because I didn't do my classes. And that really sucks. Like, not having money it's so weird that it's something so anxious inducing something. It's really something that's like keep nagging. Just it's just there, not or knowing that you don't have a lot of cash. And it's gonna be so nice to actually hopefully have a steady income for a good amount of time, except if I start like lagging behind in school again and not getting my student loan anymore. And that would suck because it creates a lot of like extra anxiety in my life, just having this thing, just thinking about money. And there's also, if my computer would broke or break, that would suck because I'm honestly addicted to my computer. it's such an important thing for me. I have my laptop, so I would be fine, but I need a computer to, like, it improves my life quality so much. Like, not having a powerful computer is something that really is something bad for me nowadays, and it's fucked up, but it gives me so much entertainment and calm, and I can do a lot of useful stuff on it too. I can actually learn a lot of new things through the internet, or just, doing stuff at my computer that, I don't know, like, it can be as simple as becoming better at a video game, just playing a video game, getting better, and or like drawing or editing or whatever, doing YouTube. Like, that's, I can't do that without a computer. I won't say like YouTube is super important if in my life, or watching YouTube is super important. Like, that's been something I've spent so much time, like the last 5 years or something. I'm subscribed to, I think, 202 people on YouTube, and I've had my YouTube account like since 2007 or something. And I've spent so much time on YouTube, and it's such a huge part of my life. And I also, like, doing YouTube content is something that's become a really big thing for me. So there's a lot of things with money that, like, it creates this safety net, except that I need it to live. I'm not allowed to live here without money, so I need to pay my rent, and I need to be able to buy food because, like, I want to go up and pick mushrooms in the woods or something like that. There's probably a season for that, but mushrooms is the only thing I don't eat, basically. Yeah, I have a really hard time eating mushrooms, so now you know that. But yeah, it's so annoying, like, being so, like, having this need of material stuff. Like my phone, I'm fine without my phone. I'm certainly not like a person that's like the most addicted to my smartphone, but I have two phones, like, that I use almost daily. This is basically, this phone, I broke it through, the reason I use this one is because I used I broke the 3.5 millimeters headphone line thingy. I can't come up with the word right now, but the thing you actually stick your headphones in. And I actually, like, snapped one of my headphones plugs into the other plug. Is it both called plugs? I, Socket and plug, maybe. I think that's. I broke the plug into the socket. I just accidentally snapped it off when I sat down because it's been it's been having some issues for a while. So I used to put a lot of rubber bands to, like, get it in the right position, just not to, so I can actually use headphones. And after a while, it actually broke after like a few months, and I've already repaired the screen for this fucking phone twice, which did cost basically the amount of money the phone cost new. So that also sucks. But not having a phone at all is really hard. But I'm a person that I don't need to check Facebook on my phone that often. I check Facebook on my computer pretty often though, so yeah. But I don't I'm not a guy that chats a lot. I should be that because I spend a lot of my time on the internet and stuff, but I've never enjoyed chatting that much. I used to think it's a very subpar way to interact with someone, and I find it quite boring usually. It's not often I actually enjoy chatting with someone. And that's not that good today because it's like a really good way to get your romance on today. Like a lot of people chat with people and meet them that way to, just show some interest and stuff like that. And I don't like chatting, so that kind of sucks. And in that department, but it doesn't really matter. It's not like it's nothing that I think about and think is a hard thing about my life that I don't enjoy chatting and isn't great at it. But fuck. Just back to not having money. I don't want to keep repeating myself, but just being so fucking materialistic sucks. Like that's basically the curse of being Swedish and a lot of like other Western countries, and it's not really Western to be honest, but that's what it's called. So just being, having a very nice welfare. Like we don't have a lot of poor people in Sweden to that's starving and stuff like that. You can always get past that easily. There's not a lot of people starving, at least not till they die. I don't know how many people die from starvation every year in Sweden, but it's certainly not many. And if it is, it's probably related to sickness or something, or something fucked up. But no, like that's the problem with welfare. A lot of other people always have problems, and even if it's pretty, like, it's not the essential problems, but even in the end, like in countries like Sweden, we also have a shit ton of problems that not as important as getting food and stuff like that, but we have all the other social pressure and shit that's weighing us down. And that's what statistics shows, that a lot of developed countries have a lot of suicide rates, even though it's pretty welfare countries to some extent. Like South Korea, a lot of people kill themselves. Finland, Sweden, but certainly there's a lot of countries, and that just shows that probably the material society we live in is really bad for us, because obviously something is wrong when you get to the point when you don't need to struggle for your survival. You always have problems. Even everyone will always have some kind of problems, and it doesn't really matter what makes that problem huge for a person. If a person has a problem and it's something that makes them feel really bad and anxious or sad or whatever, it doesn't really matter. Like sadness, and even though you, I have a hard time putting this into words, but like no problem is more important than someone else's problem, really. Of course, like starvation is a bigger problem than not having a phone, but it's still something that may make that person feel really, really bad. And it might end, something stupid as a phone might kill someone, because they might kill themselves over something silly. Stuff like that happens. It may not be the sole problem, because I very rarely think that's like the main problem, but people go bankrupt or whatever, and sometimes, silly problems can turn into huge problems, because sometimes problems create new problems. Yeah. I hope I can stop being so materialistic in the future, but I don't think I will. I may be able to improve it, but I will always I will always have the need to have materialistic stuff until I don't have the chance to have it anymore. When a bigger need comes up in my problem, that will that will take focus. But now, if I don't know, if my computer would break, that will make my life like a lot harder for me personally, because I have so much enjoyment of like out of my computer. Like I love video games. It's my greatest passion is in life. It's something I've spent doing since I was 2 years old, and it's something that's just important for me to spend my time with, because it's something I enjoy a lot usually. I have my dips where I don't play video games that much, but I still do it. Like, it's very rare for me not to play a game in a whole week. If that rarely happens, and usually a few days at max. But sometimes you have things going on, or you can be away, and then it's fine. Like, I can be away and not play video games, but when I'm at home and have a lot of spare time and shit like that, or just need time to relax, that's basically my go-to: YouTube and video games. So yeah, doing what you think is fun is really important, and when you're not able to do that, your life will basically become harder, I think, because then all the other shit in your life actually will, you can't like relax or enjoy and have fun, and you always have these like bad things. Maybe if you I have some pretty hard things in my life. My dad's dead, so that's what I did when I was younger. I played video games to escape reality, and it's just become something that's so important for me. Yeah, I'm gonna quit here. Been doing this for 17 minutes. That's too long. This I don't want to make this keep on going longer and longer. I need to start shortening them down to 15 minutes, but fuck it. Yeah, thanks for watching, and goodbye. New